Peter Aldous.
Thank you, Sir George. It's a pleasure to serve with you in the chair, and I congratulate the Honourable Member for Sheffield Central for securing this debate and opening it in such a comprehensive and diligent way. As he said, I chair the APPG for Further Education and Lifelong Learning, and I would like to thank the Association of Colleges who provide our Secretariat for all the work that they did in supporting the second stage of the inquiry, focusing on the challenges faced by further education students. An online evidence session was held, during which we heard harrowing feedback from FE students of the experiences that they are facing. Many of those in further education come from less well-off backgrounds and are already making enormous sacrifices in order to go to college. They are working long hours in part-time jobs, and many are supporting wider family members. The cost of living crisis has piled further pressure on them, and for some, the burden has become intolerable, and they have had no choice but to give up their studies. Colleges are provided with funding to support students, but this is inadequate, and in many respects, the crisis is deepening. East Coast College, with campuses in Lowestoft and Great Yarmouth, have been providing bursaries and free school meals. 2 years ago, they were supporting 1,400 16 to 18-year-olds. Last year, this rose to 1,842. This year, they have already received 2,200 applications. This represents 2/3 of their student cohort. Sir George, this situation is intolerable. The negative knock-on effects are far-reaching. Many people are being placed under intolerable pressure and are making enormous sacrifices. Colleges themselves find their budgets stretched to breaking point, and this in turn leads to the ever-widening skills gap, which affects our economic performance so dramatically. As we've heard, the July report put forward 6 recommendations. I would just like to highlight one, and that is one which we speak a lot about a great deal in FE debates, and that is the need for additional core revenue funding for the sector. I acknowledge that in recent years, particularly with regard to capital funding, the situation has improved, but FE gets a raw deal, and I would urge the Chancellor at the forthcoming autumn statement to address this by providing £400 million of additional revenue funding, which can address the problems the sector faces and also can alleviate the particular challenge that FE students are facing. Thank you, Sir George.